let's just go ahead and jump on into it. And Dr. Jackie and Jessica Dime in her final stage of pregnancy. She can pop at any time. She can have the baby at any time. She just enjoying her last week, or it could be 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 4 weeks of pregnancy. They talked about the epidural, what they gonna do and all that. Um, what to do if she start having contractions. Basically, the steps are having a baby, going to the hospital, your contraction, timing them on time, when to be concerned, when to start flying to the hospital, all that. And Dr. Jackie also revealed that she's spending more time with Curtis, which she already said this once, but I guess she had to say it again. She cut her hours short. She's spending more time with him. I don't know if she's still doing the king for a day thing though, but you might need to do that every week for him. Cause like I said before, Dr. Jackie, you really have been ignoring your man, and you wonder why he had wandering eyes. Like I said, Dr. Jackie, I ain't judging you. You making it up. You learn from your mistakes. You moving on positive. You doing less work, you giving him more of your time, you spending more time with him. So I ain't got nothing bad to say. We just need to teach your friend Simone when to let shit go finally. Cause Simone and Cecil, Simone, I thought Simone, I thought we agreed to let that go about the whole his best friend is his girlfriend thing. Now I know that's hard for you. I know that's difficult for you, but that looked like a little nice little dinner y'all was having. I don't know how y'all went from, oh, we enjoy moving back in, you know us an adjustment. We ain't having sex. Caesar had to initiate the sets, and basically I guess dry bag or whatever he had to do to get inside the panties, and you finally handed it over to him, and they're just living back in one house under the one house again, and everything was going fine. And basically Simone, well, y'all was in last season, you agreed to let this go. And I also remember in Antigua, you also said something about letting this go finally, leaving this whole his friend is the girlfriend playing golf and all that. I thought you agreed to let that go. Now, why would you ruin this good thing, this good moment? Y'all moving back in, y'all adjusting to moving back in, you adjusting to living back with him. The kids when they ain't in, well, when one ain't in college, or both of them in college, or whatever your family life going on. Like, Simone, why do you keep on bringing up this girl? Like, you finna fuck up your own good thing. Now look, last season they begged pride and pleaded with you. Don't give up on your marriage. Keep trying, keep trying. Don't do this. Give in. Fight for your marriage. You said you tired of fighting. Obvious you want a divorce. Cause I don't know, and I don't know, and I don't understand why you brought that girl back up in this picture. Like, it came out of left field for me. Cause one minute I was writing, typing my notes, and the next minute you flipping out, talking about the ex-girlfriend. You want him to own this. You want him to own that. Did you eat dinner alone? Did you take her to dinner with? But you want him to own something that you agreed to let go, and then you said you put it in the in that shell and threw it in the ocean. So did you go back to Antigua and get the shell out of the ocean and took it back and put it back in your mouth? Cause I'm concerned and I'm wondering, like, didn't you agree 2 times already to let this shit go with that girl? He didn't let the girl go. Y'all find it back in the good spot. Now, why the hell would you bring her up? Like, Simone, at this point, I don't have much faith in you, and you not letting that go. Even Dr. Jackie said when you told her at that wine trip about this, even in her confessional, she said that you don't know when to let stuff go, and if you keep up with this and not let it go and finally that dead horse, you gonna end up living in a separate house again, getting a divorce. Cause That's self-sabotaging in my opinion. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but somehow you self-sabotage your own little nice little dinner you was having with your husband all over again to talk about that mess and want him to own that and this and that. Like, do you really want him, or do you want to run him away with your mouth and your pointing finger and your yelling in your voice and all that stuff you like to do with the yelling, poking your finger and all that crazy shit with your veins poking out in your like. Simone, I don't know what the hell wrong with you though, but you better stop while you still got him around. That man was confused where this came from. I'm sitting up there, had to rewind the thing back 2 or 3 times. The wonder, where the hell did this come from? How did we get to this place? How did we get from a nice dinner, y'all smiling, enjoying each other in the confessional, talking, y'all having a nice dinner, y'all did get y'all food, I think. Y'all went from that to him owning what went on with that girlfriend, and they replayed at the reunion, and like, somehow, how the hell did we get from there? You went from heaven to hell in 2 seconds because you can't let it go. I thought you said when you put it in that shell, you was done with it. Did we miss something? Did they edit something out? Did you go back to Antigua and I think last season was Hawaii? Or wherever the hell y'all went at last season, did you go pick up that shell from the ocean, dived and got that shell from the ocean, and did you go from the season after that and where you agreed to let it go and pick that up and bring it back to Atlanta again and decided, oh, I want to fuck with him or I want to ruin this? You self-sabotaging, Simone, and you better stop for you really get this divorce. Now you're gonna be just like Quad, single and looking for a man. You're gonna end up being a single white female. Keep it up, Simone, and see what happened to you. Cause, like I said, keep it up. Do what you're gonna do. I guess if you like it, I love it. Like, you better let that shit go and leave that alone. Like you telling Cattell said that wine thing, that ain't the way to move forward and all this and all that, and stop talking behind people's backs and all that. Like, you still holding on to that anger, and I don't understand why you still holding on to something. And you won. He dropped the friend. Y'all finally back under the same household. Y'all agreed to work on y'all marriage. You giving him sex and loving. You enjoying your family back together. Now, why would you bring that up out of the blue? Like, whatever, Simone. If you like it, I love it. Keep on self sabotaging. You gonna be alone like Quad, and you and Quad can go on blind dates or something. So yeah, I guess that's what you want anyway. So enough for you for today. Cattell's her Dr. Scott and her kids, and they call Grandpa in. Um, well, we see a lot of Dr. Scott, but we didn't know how hands-on. Well, I didn't know how hands-on he was. Talk about some, he do the little girls' hair. He put bows in their hair, put barrettes in their hair, do their hair and all that. That's nice to see that a man can actually, put down being strong, superior and all that. And also, have time with his daughter doing that hair. It ain't gonna be the prettiest hairstyle in the world, though. Just the fact that he's trying to help in that situation, because you ain't gonna find too many men that's gonna sit there and do their daughter hair, or at least try to make it look somewhat decent. Some will, some won't. They'll leave that to the wife to do, though. But I like that he a hands-on dad like that, and I like the fact that he attempt to do that hair. I'm pretty sure it look all right, but I'm pretty sure I'll take that over any man that won't do it. Hell, help is help, and if he want to do their hair, just let him do their hair, I guess, cause I rather have him than the man that won't do nothing or help out with the kids anyway. So I like it, and um, as far as Katessa dad, I think he doing fine. He doing all right or whatever, and he taking his vitamins. Katessa, he excited to see the kids. They excited to see him. Contessa said, Contessa said, are you staying for a week or 2 weeks? And Contessa said, you staying for 2 weeks. And he happened and decided to fly out there to Atlanta to see his grandkids. And Contessa said he putting a step forward and he's trying to be involved in their life. And I like that all the way around. I like that though. But hopefully he defeat cancer or don't got cancer. So it sound like he in good spirits or whatever. So that's good. They trying to humanize Mariah. They ain't gonna tell us, but they trying to humanize Mariah. To her daughter being in the ninth grade, she didn't hire the stylist. She didn't gave her a new wardrobe. She didn't got her some pumps. She trying on mini skirts and all that. Them kind of look like church clothes she was putting on though, but if she like it, I love it. And Mariah said she got to let go and that her baby girl is growing up and that her daughter changed her life and she know at 25 when she had her, she was going to be the apple to her eye and that she loved that she had her and she's so close to her, whatever. That was a little cute little moment with Mariah and her daughter Lauren and trying on new things, trying out new clothes for the ninth grade. That was cute. And like I said, they still trying to humanize Mariah, and I'm okay with it, I guess. Like I said, I didn't have too much hopes for Mariah, but once I found out she was the main cast member again, I kind of did want her to give them a little hell since y'all made her back a cast member. But she coming in half devilish and half angel, so I'm guessing we getting more angel than we getting devil and fire and brimstone. So I like it though. I like Mariah this season though. She cool in my book though. Even though I wanted her to give her more hell to him. The only person she giving hell to, is Dr. Heavenly. So, but I like that little moment with Mariah and her daughter though. Toya planning this little wine country, well, not wine country, this little wine trip, the little girls trip out, and she inviting everybody. She even talked to Simone. Was it Simone or Jackie, the one that was concerned about her planning a girls trip and all that? And are you gonna be able to get along with everybody? And she talked and she only called about 3 people. We didn't get to see her call everybody like they did when she did the Antigua trip. So Contessa sent her the voicemail, of course, because Contessa still being petty, and I guess Contessa feels some type of way. So, before we go to that trip, let's go ahead and get Heaven and Mariah on out the way. And surprisingly, that went pretty good and pretty well, and I was proud of Heavenly, and I was proud of Mariah. Like I said, I ain't got nothing bad to say about Mariah this season. She was... Can't say she was bad. She was kind of good, and you got to know what you expecting from Mariah, but she ain't giving too much hell. She was, like I said, she was kind of angel, half devil, and she ain't giving too much. She only gave, like I said, Heavenly a lot, but she ain't giving nobody else that much. So, but I really enjoyed them up there in the church, and they stopped there and talked and had the conversation. The way the conversation was going, I thought they were going to start pulling each other hair and start throwing each other across the rows of seats or whatever, because basically, Heavenly said she apologized and she feel like her sister... Well, before we get to the whole sister thing, let's start with the accusations. And basically, yeah, it started with the whole sister thing, and she said that you remind me so much of my sister because you lie on me and all this and all that. And Mariah said, okay, fine, since I lie on you or whatever, what can I do to prevent this from happening in the future for we won't have no more problems or whatever? Basically, they started replaying the tape, and Dr. Heavenly got Mariah in her lie when she said that Damon sleeping around with other women that's not her, and it turned to, oh, that's just something I heard. I don't know if it's true or false. I heard somebody else say something about your husband sleeping with somebody else. So I held on to that. holding on for as long as I can. When you piss me off, I bring it to the surface, and on this show, they have a clap back at you if you try me. So that wasn't a lie. That was just something I heard. And then Mariah said, okay, fine. That was a retaliation of you talking about, Mariah said that was a retaliation of you when you said that my husband's penis was small. And she said, I didn't say your husband's penis was small. They re-rolled the tape and basically, Mariah, you put it out there that your husband compensating cause he not an African American and he never gonna be an African American and he be putting it on too strong in the bedroom, thinking that he African American and he not as, big as an African American. You said this at this leather and lace party that Simone thrown. So you kind of opened that window, Mariah, that your husband wasn't that big in the bedroom. So what else can we say that your husband might be big, might be medium sized, might be a pinky length, or so you kind of did throw it out there. That don't mean you had to repeat it heavily. And then she said, well, you said that, and no, she said, how do you know my husband penis? No, Mariah said, how do you know my husband penis small? You never slept with my husband. You never seen it, so how the hell would you know? And they agreed to disagree, and then they dropped it, and then they ended up getting along, owning each other faults, admitted that they was wrong, and they went on from that and apologized to each other, and it ended good. And Mariah, Heavenly also asked for well, she didn't ask. She said, can I call you sometimes? Mariah was like, oh Lord, you want to text me? You want to call me? She said, okay then, well maybe a text then. So that's where that ended up at. And basically, let's go on here. We ain't gonna need much hit no notes. It was just a whole lot of you know what. And let's go ahead and skip down and get on to the wine thing. So basically, the girls trip and Simone Quad was on time. Jackie and Simone came. Well, Jackie and Simone came first. Quad came second on time. All the girls showed up, and basically it started with they was doing fine. They had their own drinks. Simone let it be known that, oh, when my husband found out I was going on this little girls trip, he already had me a flash, or I forgot what they're called, full of alcohol ready to go. And he already had my drink mixed up for me, telling me to get the hell jack and go on about my business. So then from there, I guess her mom was reminiscing about what we need to work on each other. Simone, you do need to work on pointing your fingers, making your veins pop out in your head and cussing everybody out and pointing your damn finger. Yes, you do need to work on that. I agree. Big time. And being more patient with your girlfriend, that too. Also, you need to work on all that and more. And learn when to drop shit when you said you dropping stuff. You need to also work on that one too. That should have been an add along or a tag along with that. Being more patient with your girlfriends. You should have said, and also working on my man. And when I said I'ma dead some stuff, I'ma dead some stuff and leave it alone and leave it right there where it need to belong, dead in the ground, gone forever. That's something also you need to work on. And Quad said she need to work on being stubborn and being more open and being stubborn and not being in her ways and don't want to listen to nobody, don't want to hear nobody. Katessa said she need to work on assessing people better, meaning that if this person like this, she didn't learn to assess them better and deal with them that way besides that way. Then Simone said, no, Toya said, is that your flaw? That what you need to work on? And then Simone let it be y'all about the whole that we need to start working on each other and look at ourselves in the mirror and work on that and not talking and backstabbing each other in the back, meaning Contessa and not holding Tiga trip when Contessa said that Toya bowed her in the titty and didn't bow her in the boob, and so she need to work on that. And basically that's where it all went left. And basically that's where Toya and Contessa started about the fight. They was almost about to fight. That bus was only so big they was about to get at it. And basically I can understand where Contessa come from defending her man who went and tried to defend their man, even though your man was dead ass wrong in the situation when that whole Antigua tripping, how he carried that bone, that lion ass bone, that Toya did that on purpose, and basically calling you a lie, calling him a liar, and Toya, and they got into it about the fight. And what else happened after that? Oh, they got off the bus, and basically it was a bunch of blows thrown at each other. Every chance they got, they were throwing blows at each other, throwing shade at each other. Any chance they got, any shot they got, they started throwing bones and skulls and anything else that they can at each other. And basically, when they got into the first was it a store? Was it a wine tasting or wine tasting? And basically, they kept on going. And Quad basically said that Contessa, I know you mad at Toya, though, but you need to understand and realize where this coming from. You and your husband basically came up that Toya hit you in the boob on purpose and tried to hurt you. Toya is not that type of person. Toya might be a lot of things, but to try to hurt you deliberate like that, she ain't gonna do that. And you need to understand that your husband did kind of lie on her, and she did feel some type of way about that. And basically, Contessa came back with her husband and need to lose weight, and you like him and you act like him, and he need to work on his being minds, whatever the hell that is. And basically that whole thing went left, and that's where it basically ended at, with them two still going at each other. But they agreed to let it go though once Quad came in and told her about her being wrong about that. And Quad said she didn't like how y'all almost fight on the bus, and Simone came in like that ain't the way to pull out or put your best foot forward, saying some mess like that about BMIs and all that. And the whole time Mariah worrying about her husband and he having headaches and he at the hospital, he called her first. And as they got done with the wine tasting and they was sitting on the porch outside looking at the view. That's when he called her and let it be revealed that he got meningitis and he having headaches and all this and that. And she basically got to rush home because she let her know before the trip started that, look, I'm on call. My husband might need me. He having problems at the moment. So if he need me, I got to leave this trip and go on with my husband and step beside my husband though. But I did like the fact that they all came together, and she came out crying and she came out telling them what's going on and all that. And they all came together and were all concerned about her. Um, yeah, I already talked about the Jackie and the Simone situation, so that's about it, y'all. Yeah, that's about it. Anyways, though, y'all, that's about the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night or morning. Bye.